is NBC4 News at 11.
And now at 11, after weeks of tension, 2,000 National Guard members are withdrawing from L.A. The Pentagon says they are no longer needed following the anti-deportation protests last month. NBC4's Tracy Leong is live in downtown L.A. with reaction from the mayor and the governor tonight. Tracy.
Yeah, Carolyn, elected officials hoping this marks the end of a controversial deployment here in L.A. They're also hoping it signals a broader change in the immigration enforcement operations. Protests in downtown L.A. last month, triggered by immigration raids, prompted the Trump administration to send nearly 4,000 National Guard troops and 700 Marines to protect federal property and personnel, a move that both Governor Gavin Newsom and Mayor Karen Bass criticized.
We had problems in about 2 square miles. It lasted for a couple of days. I initiated a curfew. We have had no problems for weeks. So why were they here?
A vast majority are doing nothing. They're costing the taxpayers tens of millions of dollars a week doing nothing.
The troops and Marines were not allowed to arrest people or act as law enforcement in immigration enforcement operations. Their main priority was protecting federal agents and buildings. Both Newsom and Bass calling this unnecessary and an overreach by the Trump administration.
They're pawns in a political game. It's theater, period, full stop. It's not about public safety, quite the contrary.
The Trump administration announcing on Tuesday they were withdrawing 2,000 troops after they successfully carried out their mission.
This is a victory that is the result of our city standing strong and standing united and saying this was not necessary. I hope that the administration heard that, and that's why they made this decision.
Bass hoping this also signals an end to the immigration raids that have been happening across the city, and that the local economy, especially small businesses, will be able to bounce back.
That people will feel that they can leave their homes and go back to work, that the restaurants that were on the verge of closing will now be able to be maintained, that the 4,000 independent businesses in the Garment District will come alive again because it's been a ghost town. Mayor Bass also hoping this is the beginning of the complete withdrawal of the troops and Marines that are still here in L.A. Reporting live in downtown L.A., Tracy Leong, NBC4 News.
Tracy, thank you. And tonight, the vice mayor of Cudahy finally responding to comments she made last month that received national attention and criticism. Cynthia Gonzalez made those controversial comments in this now deleted social media video.
Because you guys are all about territory, and this is 18th Street, and this is Florence, and you guys tag everything up, claiming hood. And now that your hood's being invaded by the biggest gang there is, there ain't a peep out of you.
Now, in that video, Gonzalez appears to call on street gangs to intervene in immigration raids. That post went viral with the Department of Homeland Security condemning it. The LA Protective League and Union for the LAPD also called for her resignation as vice mayor. And now, 3 weeks later, Gonzalez spoke at tonight's city council meeting, which was streamed online.
I just want to take some time to address the short satirical TikTok video I made recently that drew national headlines and public criticism. To be clear, I created this video in my personal time and on my personal page. The message was not about violence. It was about regular people, us. Martin had joined me in one of these, claiming ownership of our streets in a time of great distress and asking others, who I mentioned in my video, in organizing and protesting against the harm and violence being inflicted on our community. I want to apologize to city staff, members of the council, and the community that my video took attention away from the pain our communities are experiencing and brought unnecessary attention to our city.
Now, the vice mayor also asserted her right to free speech and says she is committed to using her voice in a more responsible manner moving forward. Let's head outside right now. This is a live look from our camera atop Mount Wilson. Some cloud coverage forming there. Meteorologist David Bigger here with a check of the first alert forecast. David.
And Carolyn, that's that marine layer that's going to be around for tomorrow morning. We'll start off with low clouds and fog over a good portion of the region, and temperatures will be kind of similar to what we had for today. And that was temperatures below average for this time of year, with the upper 70s around downtown LA, mid 80s around Van Nuys, upper 80s and low 90s across the IE, and we had the upper 60s around Oxnard. So again, here's that live look from our Mount Wilson camera. This is all the low cloud deck right up against the